Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of It's Class Football. I'm Luis Perez and I'm going to be talking weekly about the game, about everything that's happening on the game, from transfer news to game reactions. And yeah, we're going to be starting with the FIFA World Cup, which is taking place in America right now. And as we move forward, hopefully, we jump into the season when it starts down the road, and the FIFA World Cup that is happening next year, also in the United States. So to start the FIFA World Cup, so there's been a lot talked about it, a lot of expectations, a lot of what's it's going to be, and I think it's been better than we thought. I personally thought there was going to be almost a replacement to the summer friendlies that normally take place this time of the year, but it's been really good. I've quite enjoyed it. I think it's been good football, good surprises, and yeah, seeing some of the clubs that we normally see on a week-to-week basis. Normally, we will focus in Europe. Well, I know here where we are, I'm based in the UK, and it's based around Europe, Champions League football, Premier League football, and we don't get to see the likes of Brazilian teams and all the teams across that side of the world. And me coming from a Venezuelan background, Latin background, and growing up watching Copa Libertadores, it's great to see these matchups and actually taking place in the way they're taking place is a great watch. So in terms of where we are right now, so we are almost like halfway through, or almost three quarters through the group stages, where there are already some teams confirmed in the round of 16, and yeah, only a few matches left to define the few spaces left, the 8 spaces left in the round 16. Um, yeah, will be taking place next week. So it starts next week, it's on the 28th. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, in terms of what we've seen in the tournament so far, I think one thing we have to point out, definitely after the Brazilian teams have been performing very, very well. I think the football that they play is brilliant, and they're beating some of the big names in Europe. You know, the likes of Flamengo beating Chelsea, the fact of Paris Saint-Germain falling to Botafogo. Um, it shows how far the Brazilian game has gone at club level, and there is an acknowledgement that has to be had that obviously the European teams are coming into the competition with more minutes in the legs, and the Brazilian Serie A, or Brasileirão, how they call it there, is early stages. It goes until the 21st of December. They the regular season, so yeah, relatively early stages, and they come in a great timing, rested legs, and that's showing. You know, we've seen some of the great results from the Brazilian teams that are going in, and already three of them are in the round of 16 with Palmeiras, Botafogo, and Flamengo. And yeah, great goals scored by them, and really being the toughest opposition. Almost like, I wouldn't say the teams to beat, but yeah, I think are the ones that I've enjoyed the most so far. Um, in terms of the big European surprise, Atletico Madrid, of course, going out of in the group stage is a bit of surprise, given it's a superpower team in Europe, and whilst having been champions of the Champions League for a number of years now, they've been performing consistently in La Liga. They won it a couple of years ago, and they have great names, you know, a great manager with Simeone. So it's always a surprise when they drop out of a competition so early. And then, of course, we have to mention Messi. What a goal! What a performance he's been having. Well, Inter Miami in general, not just him, but obviously the one that stays with me is the free kick he scored against Porto to take him through to the round of 16. Fantastic! I think we have watched it and again a number of times, and well, I personally never get tired of seeing him perform like that. He's absolutely out of this world how he continued to do so. He's going to be 38, or I think he's 38 now. His birthday was yesterday or the day before. So yeah, feliz cumpleaños para Messi. Um, very, very good uh, free kick. I could watch it again and again. And then, yeah, in terms of how we are, in terms of the group stages now, round of 16th, and the teams that have qualified, I confirm in the next stage. So we got a matchup, a Brazilian matchup, 28th of June. in Philadelphia. We got Palmeiras contra Botafogo, Brazilian matchup there. I think it's going to be very good. Then so where they are in the leagues, Palmeiras is doing slightly better than Botafogo, despite Botafogo being the current champion of Brasileirao. Palmeiras is at fourth place with Botafogo trailing behind at eighth place. So definitely Palmeiras is having a better season, but Botafogo have shown the tournament that they're a fantastic team and a very good goal scorer there in there. So yeah, very good game to watch. And then we got the 29th of June. We got Paris Saint-Germain contra Inter Miami. I don't have to say why it is such a good matchup. Even though Paris Saint-Germain current Champions League winner, I don't think Inter will go through. But again, Messi playing against his former team is always a great watch. And he either have to start if there was a betting man. Let's get my predictions out there. So Palmeiras Botafogo, I'll go with Botafogo definitely. Um, just because I like the way they're playing, I like the way the transition play they're putting in place, and how they seem to find it forward in very good positions. And I just like the way they're playing in the tournament. Inter Miami, Paris Saint Germain. Even I would like to see Messi progressing in the tournament, but yeah, I have to say Paris Saint Germain are just something else. I know it's a different tournament. Maybe we're not going to see the Paris Saint Germain we have seen this season, but they still have the players. Vitinha, um, Nuno Mendes. You got uh, yeah, the young forwards in front that yeah, I really doubt that Inter Miami will be able to defeat this team. Which yeah is the best in the world at the moment. And then we got Benfica, Chelsea. I'll go with Benfica. I think I was going to be a bit of a betting man there. I think even though I shouldn't be saying this, yeah, I've got some bias interest there. I got family in Porto, so they will kill me for choosing Benfica. But I just think I like the way they play. I think uh, the likes of Di Maria and Otamendi are good leaders there, and that show throughout the tournament. They just beat Bayern Munich, even though Bayern didn't went to the first squad. But yeah, I feel that defeat of Chelsea against Botafogo shows some of the deficiencies that the team have, and I think Benfica is quite a solid team, and it may be the better off of Chelsea. So I'll go with Benfica. And then the 29th of June as well, we got Flamengo Bayern Munich. And again, I'll go with Bayern Munich. It's just the depth of the squad and the key players they have. Uh, just unreal, just I'm going to be commenting a bit more when we talk about the match they had, but having the likes of Sane and Thomas Muller in the bench as a second choice is telling about the depth of the squad. And yeah, I'll go with Bayern Munich or Bayern München, how they call it in Germany. But yeah, those are my predictions so far for the confirmed teams. So we'll move on into the group stages matches that happened yesterday. So we got the first one, Miami Palmeiras, at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. One thing that everyone's talking about, I've been having a lot of commentaries from people in the stands, from I've been hearing from journalists in the stadiums. That's been great atmosphere, something that maybe like they didn't expect it. Of course, some of the matches we can see a lot of empty seats, and you can say maybe not the turnout that they were expecting. But in games like this, where Miami playing in Miami, great atmosphere. That's what I've been hearing, and it's great to see, great to hear that these fans are getting behind it. You can see it in the stands and how seriously actually the teams are taking it and the players. So in terms of this game, 2-2, it started with a goal from Tadeo Allende, Argentino. He's on loan from Celta de Vigo. Very good run. Fantastic from Suarez though, the way he sort of lay it direct with his chest down, and Allende just took the ball forward and they start running. You can see one of the defenders had a hamstring, a pull hamstring there, and yeah, I couldn't really follow up with Allende. That was 1-on-1 with the keeper and finished really well. Brilliant from him. And then Yeah, minute 65, Luis Suarez, man. Can you believe it? You know what I mean? You hear a lot of talk that there's nothing left of him, nothing in the tank, that the legs are failing him, that the knees are going wonky and this and that. But not many players, I will say, have the ability to do what he did. It's unreal how he got in the middle of the field. Didn't have much of a partners around him. He had Lionel Messi trailing behind. But the way he takes out the first two players, going inside with the left, going outside with the right, and then getting into a position where it's 1v1 with the defender, and the defender is waiting for him. But then you got this 1v1 situation with Suarez. You were always going to bet go behind him because always he's got the momentum of the ball, and then at last minute doing that quiebre, how you say it in English, you say no, that cut to the inside on the outside, I should say, and the defender almost like twisting and trying to no show him the way there, but the cut is such good that the defender is completely destabilized. And when he tried to put the fit in, it's a bit too late. And it's fantastic to see that he does the cut with the right, but then he shot with the left. Unreal. And he touches a bit of a deflection, but yeah, power wise, unbelievable. Nothing to do for the goalkeeper, who I think he may touch the ball before he goes in. But yeah, fantastic goal from Suarez there. And then Almeidas did answer with a couple of good goals. The first goal from Paulinho, through ball, very good through ball, and a simple finish. And same with Mauricio in the 87th minute. But yeah, both teams go through. Not really a nervy match. Both teams secure in the next round of 16. So the next match was Porto and Al Ahly Club. A thriller, I would say, probably one of the best matches of the game. I would say, I don't know what you think, but in terms of the quality of the goals and the back and forward, he's was amazing to watch. And starting the tally with Rodrigo Moura, which is a new sensation Portuguese coming up as the maybe new Joao Felix. I personally think he's better. There's more football to him in terms of what he can do around the midfield and moving forward. And I think the goal was described by one of the commentators as Maradoniest, which is a bit of a statement, I would say. But yeah, fantastic goal, the way he goes through two players and then the keeper goes out. And I think where the Maradoniest reference comes out, right? The keeper comes out, and then Mora cuts outside and then shoots it with the left, similar to what Maradona did at 86, where he dribbles the keeper and then shoots the goal with the defender sliding from behind. So some similarities there, but yeah, slightly different animal there. Um, then we got goals from William Gomez. Well, obviously there was a bit of back and forward in terms of the order. The goals from Wessam Abu Ali. I think were great goals, proper number nine goals, and he's a big guy and a great personality in Egypt and in El Ali. So I got a bit of a background. I have some Egyptian friends, and they talk to me what El Ali club means for Egyptian and how big it is in Cairo. It's the main team, and um, the atmosphere of the matches. And I used to follow a player back in the 90s. You got Mohamed Abu Trika. What a player! What a player! And it's a bit of a legend there. And the football he used to play was unreal, absolutely unreal. The technical quality he used to have. And for a while, they were the best team in Africa at the time, and they continue to be. Uh, but yeah, I think back in the day they may be stronger than what they are now. But yeah, good goals. And then obviously the last two goals from Porto from Samuel Omarodion y Pepe Anquino Cosa, unbelievable. Especially the goal from Pepe from Samuel, the way he swapped he get the ball, cuts in, and then curl it all the way. Fantastic goal into that left hand post of the keeper. Uh, and similar, the goal from Muhammad Ali was from Wassam Abu Ali. Sorry, I'm getting this mixed up. So yeah, Muhammad Ali Ben got his hat trick, but the last goal from Wessam Abu Ali, that's the one. Was unbelievable when you see it from the first shot. you can see like how much power was in there. But then when you see it closer, the power is in there. You can see it from the first shot. Seeing it live must have been unbelievable. But then you see the technique, the way he moved from one feet to the other and generate the curl and the power. Gee, what a beauty, man! Unreal. Then we got Group C, got Benfica and Bayern, as I said, going through. Really sad for Boca Juniors. I really was looking forward to do some commenting in Spanish for the games of Boca. But yeah, that will not happen. But yeah, Boca Juniors before the match needed a bit of a healthy win against Oakland City, which was already disqualified from the tournament. But still, he needed Benfica to lose against Bayern, which Benfica actually ended up winning the match. So there was no chance there for Boca Juniors. They tried, I think, in the first half. They shot from everywhere, 30 yards from no angle position. But yeah, Oakland did very well and the keeper did very well. I think Oakland City, given that they're almost like a semi-pro team and there are a number of players that have their own part-time job, I think they did fantastic. I think they're very well. And Boca Juniors should have done better in the tournament. And in this match in particular, I think they should have run over Oakland City, which they didn't. I think the goal they scored was a bit of a scrapper. Well, an own goal, really. And then good for Oakland City to see them celebrating their only goal in the tournament. But yeah, not much to say about this match. So we're saying bye to Boca Juniors early in the day. And then we got the last match, Benfica Bayern. Again, Bayern coming with almost with a B team, but the B team is nothing short of quality. So we got the likes of Sane, got Thomas Müller, a number of great players on that squad, and but they couldn't be the Benfica. I think Benfica were solid all throughout, and we like of Di Maria and Otamendi performing really well. I think Benfica had a couple of chances early on, and then the way he moved the ball and they look good, they look solid, and that's why I'm backing them up. And then Andreas Schildrup with a goal, again, very good finish, and I think one to keep an eye on. I think he's a very good player, and probably will see him move on as they normally do. From clubs from Porto and Benfica, where these players where they sort of excel, they end up moving to other clubs in Europe. But yeah, I will leave it here. I think it's been a great matchup, great good teams, and I'm happy to be talking about it. Happy to jump in on the podcast, and if you like it, please subscribe, like as you do. I'm going to be trying to do all the platforms as well. Try to get into Twitch and a bit of the social media stuff, and try to get this channel started. So every support, feedback is very welcome, and I really want to be doing more of this stuff. And I'm going to be trying to do the commenting in Spanish for all the Spanish speakers on tomorrow or tomorrow the next day for basically for the River Plate Inter Milan match. I'm going to be doing live commenting. It's going to be really late here, but I'm going to rough it up and stay until 2 in the morning to bring that live match live to you. For those that cannot stream it online, or you like to listen to us on the radio, or you're like me, cannot bother sometimes to turn on the TV. Um, yeah, I'll be commenting the match in Spanish, and I hope you like that as well. So yeah, please stay in touch, stay tuned, and this is Class Football, weekly podcast of good football news, commenting, analysis, and much more. Cheers.